clean 2-minute excerpt focused specifically on black families, black fathers, and the missing parts of the dinner table. Empty chair at the table from the rebirth of Big Mama by High Priestess Blue. I remember when the table told the whole story. Not just the food, the people. Who sat where, who prayed, who corrected, who laughed, who stayed quiet but listened. And I remember the chair that mattered most, the father's chair. There was a time when black families weren't perfect, but they were present. Big Daddy sat at the table. He didn't have to say much. His presence spoke. His silence taught. His consistency anchored the house. And even when money was short, order wasn't missing. Then one day the chair started disappearing. Not all at once, little by little, through work schedules that never ended, through systems that separated fathers from homes, through narratives that painted black men as unnecessary instead of essential. And when the father left the table itself started to break down. Because the table wasn't just for eating. It was where children learned tone, where correction happened without shaming, where stories were told, where wisdom passed hands like salt and pepper. Food led to conversation. Conversation led to wisdom. Wisdom led to healing. When the chair went empty, the conversation stopped. When the conversation stopped, the wisdom stopped. And when the wisdom stopped, children started raising themselves. Screens replaced fathers. Phones replaced presence. Noise replaced guidance. Now families sit in the same house and never sit together. Children eat alone. Parents eat later. Nobody prays. Nobody asks questions. Nobody listens long enough to hear the truth. And that wasn't an accident. The system doesn't fear individuals. It fears unified families. It doesn't fear people surviving. It fears people structured, grounded, and connected. Because a family that eats together talks, and a family that talks thinks, and a family that thinks can't be easily controlled. Black fathers were never meant to be optional. They were meant to be pillars, partners, protectors, teachers. This isn't about blame. It's about remembering. Remembering that Big Mama's house held space for Big Daddy. Remembering that love looked like presence, not perfection. Remembering that the table was sacred. This is Big Mama on the porch, rocking slow, looking at that empty chair, and telling the family it's time to bring it back.